In this question, we'll see how we can find a length of a curve. And the equation of a curve is given over here. Okay. And we want to find out the length from y is equal to 1 to y is equal to 2. Okay. Then that is the question. But before we start solving the question, I just want to point out a few things here. That supposing if you have a point x1, y1, look, and another point is x2, y2. And if you want to find out the length between the 2 points, okay, and this is a straight line, right? If you want to find the length between the 2 points, actually we call it distance, right? And to find this d, we have a distance formula, and that's very easy to find. We can find out this distance. But now, instead of having this straight line, now instead of having this as a straight line, what if you have some curve? Some curve, okay? And the equation of a curve can be anything, say y is a function of x, something like this. Usually it is y is a function of x, but I guess in our case, if you see here, it is x as a function of y, right? And this is a curve. You can clearly understand, right, that when you have a cube or a higher degree than say 1, if you have a square, cube, power 4, all of that, it is definitely a curve and it's not a straight line. Okay, and it is said find the length of the curve, which has got this equation, say from y equal to 1 to 2. Now this is rectification, and to find the length of a curve, there is a formula that you have to follow. Let me write down the formula. Length of a curve is equal to, now this is integration. You can use integral to find out the length of a curve. So it's you can say, look at it as a application of integration as well. The formula is like this. There is this big square root, and the formula is 1 plus, okay, when you have x as a function of y, it is dy by dx the whole, oh no, it's the other way around. It is dx by dy the whole square. I remember like this. So when you have a denominator, you have a dy in denominator, there'll be a dy outside, and those will be limits. So limits will be from y1 to y2. These are the limits of y anyways. And now that's the formula to find the length of a curve. Okay. Look, in most cases, the standard way of writing a function is y is a function of x. Okay. So most questions will be like this, but you can get a question like this also. So if you get this question, you will use this formula. But say if you get y as a function of x, what if you get something like y is equal to sine x plus x cube plus 3x, something like this. Now this is y in terms of x, isn't it? Now if it is y in terms of x, just for your information, this is FYI only. Let me write down this formula in this case as well. The formula will go exactly the other way around. So length of curve will be, okay, now it's exact other way around of this formula over here. So it is going to be from x1 to x2. Okay, the limits will be for x. Then this will be, instead of dx by dy, now in our case it will be dy by dx, and still it is a whole square, and there'll be a dx outside because it's an integration of x. And over here in our case, it is integration of y. I hope you get that point. Anyway, this is just for your information anyways. Okay, that's not what we are solving right now. For solving the question that is given to us, we can use this formula and solve. Okay, so first step you will do is, you have x in terms of y, which is given like this. Now start solving. Okay, differentiate x with respect to y. We get dx by dy, and the derivative of y cube will be 3y square by 3, and the derivative of 1 by y will be minus 1 by y square. So it will become negative here. This is 4y square. And if you see, this 3 will cancel out and then cross multiply. Okay, so we can just cross multiply dx by dy. Let's do these steps very carefully. This is y square. I'll cross multiply. This will become 4y raised to 4 minus 1 divided by 4y square. Just check if it is correct. Yes. 4y raised to 4, the cross multiplication, minus 1 divided by 4y square. This is dx by dy as on now. Now once you get dx by dy, look, I want to find out the square of that term as well. So let us square it. So if I square it, this will become dx by dy the whole square is equal to, now this is going to be 4y raised to 4 minus 1 the whole square, and this is 4y square, right? And then the next is I want to do plus 1 on both sides. You see that I want plus 1 as well over here. So let me add 1 to this on left hand side. So I'll do 1 plus on the right hand side as well. So, and let's just simplify this further and see what we get. So you will get 1 plus dy by dx the whole square is equal to, well, let's just cross multiply. This is going to be 4y square the whole square. I multiplied this over here, plus, now there is this term. Let us expand this, okay? So what will we get? We will get 16y raised to 8 minus, the middle term will be 8y raised to 4 plus 1. So basically, this is the expansion of this whole thing, okay? So there is 1 here. And then this will be 16y raised to 4. Just be careful, a lot of calculations. So we just want to make sure that we get the right answer. So you get 1 plus dy by dx the whole square is equal to, this will be 16 y raised to 4. It's the square of 4y square. Then this will be plus 16 y raised to 8 minus 8 y raised to 4 plus 1. All right. And then 16 y raised to 4 is simply 4y square. Okay. So let's simplify this. Can I club 16y raised to 4 with minus 8y raised to 4? That will be 8y raised to 4. 8y raised to 4 plus 1. And do you see that 16y raised to 8 will be, 16y raised to 8 will be 4y raised to 4 the whole square. Just be careful while you do this so that you don't make any mistake. And then this is 1 plus dy by, that's not dy by dx, is it? It is dx by dy, no? So it is dx by dy. I think I made a mistake here as well. This is dx by dy. So we are so much used to dy by dx, but then right now it's dx by dy, the whole square. Okay, let's simplify. And then you'll take a square root. Okay, let's write this one more time. 1 plus dx by dy, the whole square is equal to, so we have this as a perfect square. So if you see this bracket, it's a perfect square. So let us write this as a perfect square. It is 4y raised to 4 plus 1 the whole square, and the denominator will be 4y square the whole square. And it's a good thing to get a perfect square because eventually we want to find a square root. So now just see what happens. If I find the square root of this term on both sides, of course, so the left hand side will become 1 plus dx by dy the whole square will be, the answer on the right hand side will be just the square will go away because we're taking a square root on both sides. So you'll get 4y raised to 4 plus 1, and this is 4y square. Fair enough? So when we have simplified and we have found out this value, now if you can see that, let's just, let's just, this expression, let that be a, okay? And then we will substitute in a, okay? So if we substitute the values back in a, what do we get? This will be the length of curve is equal to the integration. Okay, now you can see that here that the limits of y, they're asking us to take the limits of y from 1 to 2. That's as per the question. So you'll have y, the values of y will go from 1 to 2, and the value of the square root of 1 plus dx by dy the whole square is this over here. Let's just substitute that here. This is 4y raised to 4 plus 1 divided by 4y square dy. Okay, so you'll get y going from 1 to 2. Okay, and then this is y square, yes, plus 1 by 4 y square dy. Okay, so that is the answer. Not really, that's the integral. So let us integrate this. So the integration of y square is going to be y cube by 3. The integration of 1 by y square, I hope you know it's going to be minus 1 by y. Okay, you can just solve and see. So it is 1 minus 1 by y, so this will become negative, and 1 by y square becomes 1 by y after you integrate this. And the final step is you will put values of the limits. The upper limit is 2 and the lower limit is 1. Let's put the upper limit first. So if we put the upper limit, it is going to be 8 by 3, and when you put the value 2 here, this is going to be minus 1 by 8. That is all upper limit. Now let's put the lower limit. The value of y is going to be 1. So 1 cube is just 1. So it is 1 by 3 and minus 1 by 4. That's the result of lower limit. So solve this, and after you simplify, you will get hopefully the answer as 47 by 24. Okay? That's going to be the simplification of these terms. And this is what is the length of the curve. Okay, this is a question of rectification, and I hope you followed this.